All right. Good morning. I am almost exactly on time. Ah, wow. I put Bossman and teaching a little bit too close together. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Um, so again, the first live is usually faceless, and then the second live, I will be on camera. So faceless live, camera live, faceless live, camera live, right? That's the running order, right? I made up a bunch of new announcements, and I've been trying to organize my videos so that you guys can actually have a look at the things that the most recent, and I'm doing my best to find the most recent videos that I've actually uploaded. And this is part of the reason why you should yeah, yeah. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. So I'm going to let's have a look now. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can get this. Wow, 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 wow. This is crazy. Okay. Yeah. So just letting you know, at 8:02, I just felt my entire room move me. Yeah. And it wasn't a truck passing. That was an earthquake. Pretty sure everybody go text me right now. Right? Right now. Mind you, not as bad as the one where I was upstairs. Um, yeah, being upstairs during an earthquake is not fun. So I'm going to turn on my mobile data right now and just wait for everybody to message me. Yeah, because I am absolutely certain. Seriously? Really? Yeah, it would be nice if mhm. You see, oh my God. Sometimes like I'm wondering if my phone is asleep sometime. Like, come on. Okay, anyhow, that was, I mean, just to show you, if the furniture in your room start leaning a little bit, yeah, that's kind of, it's not a fun time. It's not a fun time at all. So where was I? I was supposed to go and find a video. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh boy. That was an event. That was an event. I sounded a lot calmer than I needed to be. Too calm for what I needed to be. I need to look for the folder. Oh, really? Videos? Okay. Yeah, I don't see sometimes, these what is this? What is that? No, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. All right, good. There we go. All right. So I'm closer to finding what it is that I'm looking for. Um, yeah, yeah. Found some of it. Huh? All right. Let's see what this one says. All right, so I'm gonna get out of the way. We do this for Bossman Teaching. This for we still learn. And now we're going to have Bossman digital media time. Let's give it a try. So believe it or not, I'm actually going in the search bar to type. So yeah, so once you're on YouTube, you go here, you do this for every page, right? It doesn't matter whether it's Bossman Teaching, we still learn whatever you're looking for. This is where we want to be. Yeah. So let me type this and see how it goes. Now I don't consider myself much of a CEO, but getting this when you type your name, I'm not doing too bad with my SEO, right? So you can type that, or you can type them closer together like this, and you will get, oh yeah, you'll get this. Would you believe what I got for typing this? Well, there you go. I got that. Oh, yeah. So now we've gotten this far, right? So now we're here, right? Now that we're here, hold on. Okay. So now that we're here, you see that? You see the more button? Yeah. Click on that. Click on more, and then let's see what happens. And voila. Yeah? So you'll get to see my description and the links. You see the green. Whatever link you see beside the green, you tap that. It takes you to the WhatsApp channel where whenever you go live, or rather when I go live, Bossman Teaching. We do this for Bossman Teaching. This for we still learn. And now we're going to have Bossman Digital Media Time. Let's give it a try. So believe it or not, I'm actually going in the search bar to type. So yeah, so once you're on YouTube, you go here, you do this for every page, right? It doesn't matter whether it's Bossman Teaching, we still learn whatever you're looking for. This is where we want to be. Yeah. So let me type this and see how it goes. Now I don't consider myself much of a CEO, but getting this when you type your name, I'm not doing too bad with my SEO, right? So you can type that, or you can type them closer together like this, and you will get, oh yeah, you'll get this. Would you believe what I got for typing this? Well, there you go. I got that. Okay, now mind you, this is just a reminder of the way in which I plan to do a lot of the what you call it, the live streams for Mondays and Fridays. And you know, I can mix it up and make it a lot more interactive for a lot of people. You know, it could be that I use the first live as a Q&A, and in the second live where I say, okay, well, if you want to have sort of a sample class, or you know, you want to know what it would be like to, you know, be a part of my online class, you could always do like a, you know, you can join me on the Zoom, right? And then, you know, I could go through some, you know, some fundamentals that I always like to do fundamentals, because I find that a lot of people struggle with the basics, which once that happens, it usually translates into everything else, right? And anybody that knows anything about anything, whether you're cooking, whether you know, tiling a floor, whether you know, you're building a wall or you're building a gate, you always have to have what? Foundation. You always have to have the, you know, the groundwork has to be put in first, right? So naturally, you have the normal arithmetic operations, right? your plus, your minus, your multiply, your divide, your root, and your exponent. And every exponent has a matching root. So if you have a square, you have a square root. If you have a cube, you have a cube root. If you have a fourth, you have a fourth root. If you have a fifth, you have a fifth root, right? So those are the, you know, what you call the opposite signs, right? So the opposite of a plus is minus. The opposite of multiply is divide. The opposite of exponent is the root, right? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. So the reason why I made these type of videos is because I want to remind myself to honor my commitments and also to just stick to this schedule, right? So hell or high water, if I feel bad, if I feel good, if may I get divorced, if a baby's on the way, right? If well, unless my house are burned down, I couldn't really go live, right? Right. You know, so I mean, as long as there's no fire, there's no flood, as long as it's not a hurricane or an earthquake, as it could have literally toppled over the same machine we I use, yeah, because that would have been the end of the life for good. Imagine if a whole thing just goes so, and everything start, you know, but have to run and left everything. I watch a house crumble and then, you know, pray to God that there's home insurance, which I don't even want to talk about, you know. If you're going to get any type of insurance in your country, yeah, home insurance makes sense. I would think. I would think. Right? What do you call it? Automobile, you know, an automobile. I'm not quite sure about that one. But anyway, um, no, mind you, I did make a modification to this. Hold on. I really wish I could do that. I'm not sure if I can because, like, I know, I probably can't. I probably can't. It would be fun if I could, but I probably can't. Right? There's something I was thinking about, like, like how I normally have the arrow and I like to point to the different parts of, I mean, if I wanted to, yeah. There's a way that I can cheat the system. All I have to do is screenshot any one of my videos and put stuff and be like, oh yeah, I made adjustments here and here, right? So yeah. So I'll just continue playing this and then I have some other videos to play as well. There you go. I got that. Oh, yeah. So now we've gotten this far, right? So now we're here, right? Now that we're here, hold on. Okay. So now that we're here, you see that? You see the more button? Yeah. Click on that. Click on more, and then let's see what happens. And voila. Yeah? So you'll get to see my description and the links. You see the green. Whatever link you see beside the green, you tap that. It takes you to the WhatsApp channel where whenever you go live, or rather when I go live, whenever you go live, whenever I go live and you happen to miss these times, you can just go right here, go in the WhatsApp channel, and you can catch the live. Yeah? So that goes for Bossman Teaching, We Still Learn, and this right here. Yeah? So again, sometimes it's tough to honor your commitments, but looking at my schedule here, I'm doing my best to stay consistent. Okay, wow, this, all right, no, this I can, yeah, let me screenshot that. How about that? Let me screenshot this. Mind you, I mean, I mean, obviously I need to make an update, But yeah, that's for an entirely different page. Yeah, I am addicted to temporal freedom, right? I am. I know that. I can't even pretend, right? I am addicted to temporal freedom. Yeah. Yeah, I can't put it any other way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 You wake up, obviously still early enough in the morning, but you get to, you know, you get to address certain things. You get to there are certain things that you want out of the way, get them out of the way. That sort of thing. So I like taking these Mondays and Fridays to do just that. Right. So right. Oh, right. So today is August 16th, so I'm honoring that commitment. So the next, hold on. Yeah. So let me apologize for that. So yes. So we're currently doing the August 16 live. So the next time it will be August 19, then August 23, then August 26, then August 30, right? Um, I am going to play some videos about how to sign up for the class. So that's the most important thing. I mean, apart from the live stream for each page, the most important thing is how to sign up for class. So I'm going to find that video. Now, what if you're in grade 4, grade 5, or even 6? Then if you're going to come to class, it's going to look like this. That's it. And if you want to know how to sign up for the class, you find out like this. Press that, find out like this. So again, that is PEP Maths, grades 4, 5, and 6. Now if you have the time for CSEC Maths, and at these times in the evenings, on these days, with the CSEC Maths, like that. So to sign up for the class, remember, press that. So after you press the WhatsApp button, this is what you get to sign up for all of the classes for PEP and CSEC Maths. All right, that was short and sweet. That's probably the most informative video I've done in a while. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it was to the point, right? It's something that you can post anywhere. You can post on a YouTube short. You can post it as a TikTok video. You can post it as an Instagram video, right? Um, mind you, I'm a little bit over the 1 minute, like 9 seconds over. So yeah, I mean that was in good timing, to be fair. Because normally my videos are, you know, the shortest, maybe 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and close to about nearly 5 minutes or 6, right? So the fact that I was able to do that, I am pleased with this video. So yeah, it's short to the point. It gives you the schedule in terms of all the face-to-face classes, right? So this specifically tackles the face-to-face classes, right? So just pointing that out, right? So yeah, I'm doing a screenshot right now because sometimes I need to give myself that reminder, you know, like I can't even, you know, If I'm going to hold myself accountable, this is how I'm going to do it, right? So the CSEC math classes, right? Always in the evenings between 6 to 8, Tuesdays to Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays, right? And in order to find out about, the cost as well as the location, you know what to do, right? That button right there. Yeah, you press that, right? You can go to the Instagram page and press the WhatsApp button. You can go to this very page, the Facebook page, press the WhatsApp button, and the result is the same. Yeah. Now, yeah, this is strictly Saturdays and Sundays for PEP students, right? Um, yeah, yeah, that part of my intense concentration, right? Um, yeah, well, did I write that part? Oh, I did. Oh yeah, so the Saturday and Sunday is actually on it. Okay. Oh, not at this time though. Ah, all right, cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, you know, yeah, there we go. Yeah, like to give myself these reminders. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second there. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go and get my bodyguard. Now, if you don't know who my bodyguard is, I mean, you'll know. You'll probably hear him somewhere thereabouts, right? But yes, the bodyguard is my canine partner in crime. Yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's Benny. He might get a feature in the stream one day, maybe, maybe. Maybe when I go live 10 to 11, if he's in the mood, you know. And this dog doing more to sometime. All right, so yes, I did a screenshot of this. What else am I supposed to do? Yeah, all of this is about face-to-face classes. So yeah, this is everything related to the face-to-face classes. Yeah. Um, I'm wondering if there's anything I'm leaving out. Maybe, I don't know. I need to probably take some time to see how people are feeling about the mornings and afternoons for the online. I mean, I don't know. I feel I get the feeling that most people would probably. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Um, yeah, so I probably need to finalize you know, I want to get a better consensus of what people prefer for the online classes. If it's like the afternoons, like for example, the afternoon times, if I'm not mistaken, they should start at 12. So I think like 12 to like I can't even remember what I wrote. Like I'm genuinely going to have to go through to one of the other videos about how I actually presented the online, right? So I need to do that. So let me go and look for it and see what that was. September to December, at each of these times, Tuesdays to Thursdays, we have classes online. And this over here is a demographic we're working with. Okay, all right. So I'm going to, yeah, let me screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot this right now. Wait. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do a screenshot and you know the computer is not being, what's the word, cooperative, right? Yeah, it's not being cooperative. Right? All right, so these are the proposed times for going online in the afternoons. I do have a set for mornings as well, right? I think this was the morning times. Right. Okay. Yes. But you know, let me tell you, there's a method to my madness. And I'll tell you what the method to my madness is. Right? If, let's say for instance, um, you can always alternate. So if I am teaching on Bossman Teaching in the afternoons, then We Still a Learn can have the sessions that I don't have in the mornings, while I deal with I yeah, yeah. Or it could be the reverse. It could be the reverse, but I definitely want to get an idea of what the masses are saying. Because if most people, and here's the beauty about the online class, right? If I go and do my online classes in the afternoons and We Still learn those classes in the afternoon at the same time, there's no, and that's, I think that's the difference between face-to-face classes and online, right? It allows teachers to utilize the same time without there being much interference, right? So there are pros and cons. There are pros and cons. Pluses and minuses, protons, electrons. The works, right? The works. So hold on. Yes, I am finally back. Bossman Teaching here to tell you about September to December classes at these times, and of course the classes that we have at these times, they're going to be online. Alright? So just putting that out there. Now remember, this was from the video about the days we go live, which is Mondays and Fridays. So let's start. So September. So what I was supposed to say there, what I meant to say is I don't want to confuse the issue, because since I had the we still learn thing there, not to say that we still learn would operate at a different time. The only thing was that I was speaking about the live that I do on Mondays and Fridays. So that's a different matter. So I, because it was it spilled over from the last video. So I needed to erase it to focus on what this video was about. December, at each of these times, at these particular days, we will be online. September to December, at each of these times, Tuesdays to Thursdays, we have classes online. And this over here is a demographic we're working with online. Now for those of you who only have time in the evening time, we have the classes face-to-face, that's not online. Tuesdays to Thursdays at this here time. And for Saturdays and Sundays, it will be at the same time. So again, if you only have time in the evening time, Tuesdays to Thursdays, Saturday to Sunday, we have CSEC maths class at this time. Face-to-face, right here. And of course, press the WhatsApp button to find out more on how to sign up for all the times. Okay. All right. So that yeah. This is me reminding myself, right? So, just preparing myself for September. I mean, I like the fact that before, I remember when I used to advertise my classes, I had to do them online because I never had a venue. Right? I never had a venue. And I mean, it was tough because I think one of the biggest drawbacks to teaching online is the distractions, and you have to be incredibly disciplined to maintain the will to continue doing online classes. You have to be incredibly disciplined, because most people, they tend to start off, promising and all of that, and then they tend to fall off. So I understand why a lot of teachers might they might not like the idea of doing classes online, which is fine, right? But it's an alternative, right? It's an alternative. So it's not well, okay, you're only going to teach online. No, it could be a thing where, okay, you don't have the time for the face-to-face, so you make that accommodation so that, so you just have to know who you can be, right? Because, say for instance, you're dealing with adults, right? I don't know why I said it like that. When you're dealing with adults, it just makes everything a little bit more straightforward in terms of communication, because they probably have work, and if they do have work, they have school, or they have work on school. So they have an appreciation for showing up on time, agreeing to when it should be, sticking to a schedule, that sort of thing. Not to say, I mean, the majority of primary and high school students not will show you that kind of discipline. Because, for example, if they're doing it, it is because their parents are the proponents of that particular endeavor. But very few, very rare. You have like a student that, let's say them a work and them a send themselves to school, and them a pay fees. You see, if it's a student like that, that student will work very well with you online. But I guess the point that I'm making is that it is not all good and it's not all bad, right? There are drawbacks to teaching online, right? Um, I suppose the only drawback with face-to-face classes is the discomfort, right? The discomfort of, okay, I have to get ready to leave where I am by a certain time so that I can get there on time, right? So let's say, you live 1 hour away from your class or an hour and a half away from your class. If a class starts at 6, you have to leave latest 4:30. And then you don't know what traffic is like. And, so there's a pro and a con to each of these situations, which is why I have online class and I have face-to-face class, right? This way, if you're like, boy, so send me live a Montego Bay, or boy, so I'm there in Portland, I'm there in St. Mary, or I can come to your class if I can't reach a Kingston. That's what the online would be for. So if you're outside of Kingston or outside of the country, online, right? That to me is just, the best compromise you can come up with, right? And I try to facilitate as many people in many different ways that I can. I have a WhatsApp channel, right? Um, and there's a particular focus that each of them have, right? One is called Bossman Teaching Notes. One is just called Bossman Teaching, right? And there's a method to the madness, right? Because with notes, it could always be a situation where I can put either a picture, a PDF, or whatever it is of certain questions that we should be working on during classes. And then, of course, when you go into the channel and you see them, the question now becomes, okay, can you do a video about one of these questions that I'm having a difficulty with? All right, so we have that. Yeah, we have that. We have that. We have that. Now, I mean, so let me just put those cards on the table. There are two types of students, right? Those that do CSEC maths privately, where they end up having to do paper 3 as a replacement for the SBA, right? So you have that student. Hold on. And then on the other hand, you have the student that's either in a school or registered to a school, so they're doing the SBA, right? So you're doing the SBA, you don't have to worry about a paper 3. But if you're doing it privately and you're not connected to a school, chances are you're going to be doing a paper 3. The only good thing about doing paper 3 is that the paper 3 is usually first. You do paper 3, then paper 2, then paper 1. No, historically, paper 2 and paper 1 used to be on the very same day. But no, that's not the case anymore, right? Um, and it's kind of strange because Yes, I was saying that it's kind of strange because I want to imagine what it would have been like if when we were doing CSEC maths, right? I mean, the last time I did it was exactly 20 years ago. Yeah. 20 years ago, if not, or maybe before that, it might have been 21 or 22 years ago. Because I remember doing it in grade 10 and I got a triple B profile, which is probably higher than I should have got. Man, because that paper did hard. That paper was even though I know maths teachers look at the paper and they go, this is not really fair. They're like, I'm not saying you can't do the questions, but to do them in a reasonable amount of time and get most of it correct without stressing yourself out is, especially for a student. No, students at the time would have, they trust me. The fact that I got a triple B for that, I give myself some amount of props, especially because back then I never had the awareness that I have today. I just didn't. If you ask me to tell you about measurement and volume and scaling and all of that, oh my God. If you were to test me on that, I wouldn't. If that was a test, like if it was just measurement and volume and what they call 2D and 3D shapes. Yeah, the connection and the understanding and all of that, I never had it for that. Uh, and I think what happens is when back in the day when you had teachers of mathematics, what they used to do is they used to think, well, I don't have all the time to cover all the topics. So the topics that I think you definitely should know already because you were taught it from grade 7, they're not gonna go over that. And then what ends up happening is that the things that you're weak on don't get touched at all because they decide they're not gonna go over that because in their mind it's too simple for you to not understand it. Not realizing that sometimes it's a simple thing that people don't understand. you know? Yeah, that's why, yeah, time had to change. You know, I mean, teachers were different back then. Teachers were actually parents. They were. I didn't even want to say that they were even teachers. They were more like parents. Like they were literally just when it was a means to an end. Them did I get paid? You know, because when you see all them rough up them students and them weird them do it like it's them people them I talk to. I don't feel them people. You know, and when you look back at the teachers then and the teachers now. It should have been the reverse. The teachers of now should have been back then, and the teachers of then should have been here now. You understand? Because the way how the kids behave now. You need the old school teachers to be here now. And how we teach now, we should have been back then. You know? Yeah, man, everything reverse. But yes, I like to I wouldn't say mix things up, but I definitely want to stay, you know, on topic, right? Um, for Bossman teaching, as you know, that is me teaching mathematics, right? Now, as for we still a learn, um, that is more than just mathematics. It includes other subjects, right? I don't remember. There was a live stream where I actually, and you know what? Yeah, it's all right. You see, I tell you, man, that's what I love about. This is what I love about irony. I remember I was explaining, I don't remember in which one of the lives, because I've been doing a lot, right? In one of the lives, I was mentioning to everybody that if it wasn't for the work that I helped my father to do in terms of setting up Zoom to stream from Zoom to another platform like a Facebook, like a YouTube, um, I wouldn't be doing these type of live streams today, you know? And you know, life is like that. You'll be adamant about not doing something, and then the very same thing that you said, okay, I would never do this, never do that, da, 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 you find yourself doing it, you know? Yeah, yeah. I'm I'm glad I got away from the little bit of stubbornness I had against using Zoom, because I find that this is a lot more user friendly. You know, I find it, if I had a choice between this and, I mean, there are things that Google Classroom does better than Zoom in terms of like organization and making it seem like you can give assignments that they can do. You know, if you give an assignment on Zoom, it's really difficult to replicate that, you know. But actually, no, I'm lying. I'll tell you why. Because I've never tried it on a laptop before. No, not on a laptop. Definitely on a tablet. No, there was a trick that I had used where I did a screen share from Google Meets, right? But before I open up Google Meets to do that, I would go into Zoom, set up the presentation ahead of time. So therefore, the picture that you're going to use, the screenshot you're going to use, you screen share it in your Zoom. And then then what you do, you switch tab, you open Google Meets, you start a meeting, then you screen share to the entire screen itself. Then you switch the tab, and everybody that's in the Google Meet session can see everything that is happening on the Zoom. So therefore, you're killing two birds with one stone, because you're streaming. Well, here it says, oh my God. Technically you're streaming, but anyhow, you're screen sharing. You're screen sharing from Google Meets to Zoom, right? Because the difference between the two features is that with Google Meets, you're streaming. I mean, God, I keep saying streaming. You're screen sharing the entirety of the device. So therefore, you got to be careful. If you have any naughty pictures, you need to put them away, because you don't want anybody seeing anything that they're not supposed to be seeing, right? So make sure that if you have a naughty device, have a naughty device. If you have a clean one, have a clean one. Yeah. So you do your screen share, right? As Google Meets, switch the tab, go over to the Zoom that you already had open. So in other words, the running order is like this: go into Zoom and pretend as though you're teaching everything from Zoom in the first place, right? So you set it up. Yes, you have your screenshot up already. You share to the screen, right? And you have your Zoom up and running. You press whatever button that allows you to switch a tab. When you switch a tab, go over to Google Meets, open up a meeting. When you open up the meeting in Google Meets, you go and you say, okay, I want to share the screen. Their version of sharing the screen shares the entirety of your device, right? So it is looking at your device, right? Then when you have successfully pressed it and it confirms to you that you are now screen sharing, you then switch back over to the tab with the Zoom. So that way, everybody that's in attendance in that Google meeting can see everything that's happening in Zoom. And everybody that's on Zoom already can see the same thing. So you are allowing your Google Meet's audience to see everything that is happening on the Zoom, right? No, that's so complicated, but one of the days I definitely have to, if there's ever a time or a place to demonstrate how that would work, I would have to do that on We Still a Learn. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, you know, I like these monologues. So, you know, hopefully as time goes by, it'll be less of a monologue, more people actually, you know, be online with me to have the conversation, you know. Yeah, so what? 9 minutes left. I have other videos I need to play. I definitely have other videos I need to play. I definitely do. So let's see. How can I facilitate that? Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing my best to be more organized, but you know what? Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Let's go. I promise you didn't catch me off guard. Promise. Something about that need for change. Ah, yes. We're talking about this today. No, ignore the stocks and trading. I mean, not on, you know what? You weren't looking for that anyway. You were looking for We Still a Learn, right? So if, you know, don't try not to get distracted. Right? That's why you look at that picture right there, you tap on that, and it takes you to the channel. So let's see what happens. Now, if you're seeing this, you are absolutely in the right place. Yeah? Right? Yeah, the wonderful women there, me in the center, and then this picture right here. And of course, like you would have done before, what would you do? Well, you'd really tap, because it's a smartphone. Or, yeah. Click, tap, same thing. Aha! Now you see that right here? You see that right there? That's in the green? Yeah. So, if you can find us on YouTube, you can also find the WhatsApp channel. The WhatsApp channel will have all of the lives, right? Every time we go live, Monday, Friday, it's going to be at the same time. And of course, as I did before, I will show you the times on the other board, right? So yes, it's going to be, I can show you here. Yeah. So every Monday and Friday. Well, this is near perfection. I mean, I should have done this as a 16 by 9 instead of a 9 by 16. Yeah. I mean, you know, hindsight. I mean, yeah, I'm not even gonna beat myself up about it. Let's play the rest of it. Live at these times. And if you happen to miss the live, go on the YouTube, right? Look for this. And then once you see all of that, you click on this and it takes you to the WhatsApp channel. All the links to the live will be in that. And I'm really hoping that was easy to understand. So, I honored my commitments. And as the camera turns, this is when we go live at We Still a Learn, right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called foreshadowing. All right, let's go to the other video and see what I said over there. Since we all have an agreement and we all understand, let me honor some commitments and explain so we understand. And once you do, you're supposed to see this. So at least you should know you're in the right place if this
This is what you're seeing. You know, yeah. If you see that, you're in the right place. If you see that, you're in the right place. If you see this, you're in the right place. And if you want to subscribe, you just press that. Yeah? One more thing though. See, when you get here, right, there's something else you're going to have to do. I'm not sure if you can see all of that. But you see the part in the white where you see more? Click on that. Now once you start seeing description and links, yeah, you're in the right place. Alright? So yeah, do not be alarmed. Okay, so final thing. These, right? So the logos in green, those are the WhatsApp channels, right? So the best way to find the WhatsApp channel, go to the YouTube, click on more, and you will see the links, right? I really should have had them at the top so it's easier for you to find it, but this is how you find it on mobile, right? It might look a little bit different on desktop or laptop, so I'll have to do a separate video for that, right? So that's it. So you can use YouTube, so you can do this, find me on YouTube, and after finding me on YouTube, you can go to the description while you're on the channel, click on more, and it takes you here. And once you see this, you can use it to get to anywhere you want. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the WhatsApp channel. Yeah, takes you to everything. And then one more thing, as I had promised to deliver, right? Mondays and Fridays I go live, right? 8 to 9, 10 to 11. If you miss the live, you will find it in the WhatsApp channel. So every time I go live, I will copy the link, drop it in the WhatsApp channel, and that's it. So I did all of my commitments. I did. So remember this button. Honor your commitments. And on the days where I go live, this will be consistent.
Yeah. So kind of proud of myself that I found all of my videos as quickly as I did in this time, you know. So let me see what I can screenshot. Okay, come on. I look crazy there. You have to be careful. Oh my God. All right, so yeah. That's how you can find me on YouTube, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, man, like we have to marvel at where we've gotten to, where technology is concerned, because trust me, there's a time when many things were not possible, you know? Like seeing a person's real life lightness on a phone, yeah, that kind of quality never existed in when I was going to school. That was not possible. At least it was if you were like rich and you had the higher end phones that costed way too much money. Way too much. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just here taking the screenshots as we're about to close out this live. So the next live will be on camera, right? So I normally do the first one faceless, right? Faceless so that you know get myself warmed up, you know. You always have to do a warm up before, you do your drills, you do your warm up, and then you start with the actual, your actual sprints or your actual sparring, you know. Yeah, for the you have to do your drills. This is the drill. This is the drill. So we have to do the drill before we do the actual workout, you know. And hey, I know people that literally they will go to some kind of training and they're like, all right, good, we're done. And they're like, no, 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 we're not done. That was just the drills. Yo, it's when your coach tell you that, it's like your heart just sink. You just say, no, 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 no. Yeah, this is a prank. Clearly, this is a prank, and yeah, that this is a Ashton Kutcher kind of situation, you know. If you know, you know. That old school MTV vibe. Ah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, it is difficult to honor your commitments, but I do it anyway. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is happening. So yeah, I'm going to spend almost every Monday and Friday asking people what their preference is in terms of should the online classes be mornings, should they be afternoons? You know, what is the what's what's the better time? And it might be different for different people because people locally might prefer the morning or they might prefer the afternoon. Or people overseas might prefer the morning or prefer the afternoon. It just depends. Because let's say you're in the UK and I'm doing a class that starts at 12. Well, my 12 o'clock might be your 6. So if you're in the UK and you want to do class with me online, then yeah, it's likely that the afternoon classes might be the better, or the more appropriate time. So anyhow, I don't want to overstay my welcome, right? I'm going again at 10 to 11, right? So thanks again for helping me to stay consistent. And as I always tell you, well, my hat's in the way, but yeah, honor your commitments, right? So there you go. You know, yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. So, okay, I think that's all. Is that all? Is that all? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, let me do that again. So, once again, thank you for helping me to stay consistent. And as I always tell you, honor your commitments. So, I'll see you again at 10.